Hey guys, Jake here. We're at Pear Tree Ranch and we're continuing our series with Remmy, the bucking and biting monster. What we're doing today is a bit of an update. What have we been working on? How is that going? The owner was just here yesterday, was very happy with our progress. So we're gonna look at, we had moved from trying to catch in here, because that got where it was hard with the tight space. We found some success with doing Liberty and with roping her, and had progressed to getting things saddled and wearing the bareback pad, doing some of that stuff. So we've moved back to catching in here with enough on and off with the rope. She's kind of gotten a comfortable pattern that we're utilizing. And then we're going to look at some mounting prep that we've been doing, and that's helping her get comfortable with us in and around her space a bit more. And then we're going to look at the canter. So the owner said she had never really gotten her to canter or trying to work on the ground and any of that. And I had found that spot. So we've been building that up to be able to kind of have a walk, a trot, and a canter. And then we're going to lay her down. This will be the third day of doing that. And I made a decision to use laying her down as a way to put the horse in a bind, find some comfort and safety in a hard spot. And when we can do that and lay the horse down and rubber and nothing happens, we don't do anything to the horse, it can really help them to start to turn loose. And it's not something I do with every horse, but for a horse like this, it just felt right to put her in that bind, and it really has been a pretty simple thing, and every time easier and easier. And so the goal is just to have her be able to lay down, lay out flat on her side, and just get rubbed, and it can be that simple. So we're going to share that with you. All right, we're going to get started. What we've been doing with the catch here is, as she's kind of gotten comfortable and shared, like we found where she liked the lariat rope. Hi, baby. Kind of have a pattern now of she can kind of come up here. And when she comes and kind of makes contact, she's kind of got to try to decide about staying. And so you'll see her come up, make contact, and then she's got to move away. Okay. I use a kiss, an audible kiss. So I'll say to kind of encourage, come here. And I only use that sound to mean come here. Okay. Okay. And you'll see she's like, she knows what that means. And that's kind of when we found the hard spot before. That's like she doesn't quite know how to come and be confident there. Okay. What I found out some more from the owner is that that's kind of how she got herself bit. It's like, okay, that they were kind of holding a halter out. I'll just push on her bubble a little bit. And if she doesn't, I can kind of throw this up and on her neck, okay, to just kind of have her start to wear that and get her mind right about what we're doing here, okay? And I'm not trying to rope her. Like, see how that just helped her feel comfortable? I'm not trying to rope her, okay? I'm just throwing it up on her neck where it can help trigger, hey, you know, we're not doing anything to you. It's a new, different pattern. And when that can help her draw in here, again, she's kind of found, she knows I can do this. Then we'll go back to here, and can you put that on? Good. Good job. So we just have stuck with, because this is working, and she kind of has some confidence in that pattern, we're continuing to use this as a halter. It's not necessary, again, for the stiffness of the rope to get any yielding. It's just a convenient way to get something that she's comfortable with, have a little halter on her face, and lead her. Okay. All right, we're gonna just relocate from here. You guys are gonna scooch around over here, and I'm gonna lead her out. And what we found as we kind of went back to this, she had a hard time being able to just walk over there. Like, that's some of the best yet, of just go over there, have our butt to all that space. We've done some days of this space in the background here is my prep area where we'll brush saddles, brush horses, excuse me, and saddle them and get them ready for riding. And so we've been taking her over there some and spending time just brushing and grooming, which has been a great way to continue doing some taming things where it's real life. We talked about early on that catch, halter, lead was a really important thing. You can't lead a horse over there to get them brushed if you can't catch them and halter them. All right, we're going to go in the round pen. You guys are going to come on in with us. Good. What we're going to start with here, I'm going to climb up on the fence. And we've started teaching her to be able to come get up underneath me for some mounting prep. Good girl. And the idea of this is that we want confidence close. We need to be able to mount the horse eventually, and I love being able to mount a horse off of a fence. It's that much easier on my body and theirs to just kind of slide down on there. And when she can have the choice of be up here or not, there you go. I can start taking my leg and rubbing her at the shoulder, then at the girth, and back here at the belly. And when I can kind of do all of that and have it not startle or be tickly or uncomfortable to her, that's it. I'll just kiss to invite her to come up closer. There. My idea of this is kind of the game, hey, come here, let me scratch your butt. So much easier for me to scratch your butt from up here. I'd go back to rubbing. Just allows her to see me up here, feel me around her. There's a nice deep breath. Kind of feel good about the deal. Okay? So we've progressed from this to where I can kind of stand on the fence and I don't have to hard commit to sitting on the horse, where it's like I'm on the fence, okay? I'm on the horse and I'm rubbing and I can do some things and she can feel uncomfortable and I can just go, hey, well, that's fine. You can get some distance if you're feeling bothered, but let's try again. Okay. Or she can retreat if she needs to do that for confidence, but look at her getting closer and closer each time after. Okay. So we can play some approach and retreat here and work on our confidence. There. Here, girl. A lot easier than bouncing around on the ground and jumping up on her and wearing myself out. I would still want that to work and we'll build to that, but this is a nice easy way for her to start to feel me and kind of decide about staying. And I'll do it like trailer loading, where it's like, hey, you can go as many times as you want, But I can ask you back here as many times as I want till she kind of chooses to stay. There, see, and I had to do less that time about getting here. You can do it. There. Good. Pretty soon, that leg will kind of put her underneath me. There. She'll feel this leg, and it'll yield her to me. Put her underneath me. She's feeling that pressure down here. And when that puts her underneath me and doesn't cause bother, that's when I know she maybe can stay underneath me when I'm on her. Good. Well. There. There's a start. There's a start. Okay. And I'm rocking my leg into her. And if I can rock that weight into her, it's starting to be where she's not taking that offensively or like it meant go away and push into it. Okay. There. See, now she's kind of taking that rock of the weight. There's a little bit of pull away. There she came back with a little touch on the rein. That's a lot of progress. Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay. So we like that. And again, I would just keep building that up till she works harder to stay under me before I commit all the way to trying to stay on there. I don't need to make a mess and blow her up and have her jumping around and now I'm just trying to hang on. I don't want that. I want her putting out energy and working to trying to stay with me. Good girl. Okay. Just back her off slightly. There you go. Okay. There we go. Just going to back her up a little bit here where I can get to the bareback pad. So we've done the saddle and we had done the bareback pad before we did the saddle. The reason we're going to go back to the bareback pad is when we do the laying down, we're going to wrap the rope around the belly and tie up the leg. Okay, and that helps them not think about run away. And it's just one way that I've learned that you can kind of lay a horse down. Again, we're not trying to teach her to lay down for tricks or as a skill. It's more about doing it as a confidence building thing. Okay, and a yield to where she can start to turn loose to that. So just to protect her back with the rope wrapped that way, I'll put the bareback pad on. Again, this is the third day doing the lay down. We did it once, today's Tuesday, we did it once on Friday, and then once on yesterday, Monday, the owner came to watch. And the only reason we didn't film it then is to take care of the owner and talk and pay attention to her. And I've been teaching lots of clinics and stuff on top of doing all the horses in training. So We just got a lot going on. It's the only reason that we didn't film it in those times. Okay, I'm gonna do the stick in the string because we're gonna work towards the canter. You guys are gonna come against the fence there. Okay, and I'll come out here in the middle. Good girl. We're just gonna do a little bit of move the feet. So go, but not leave. That's what the rope is saying. That's not wrong. Good girl. Go. And the rope says, but not leave. We use the 2 sticks to kind of create that pattern. And when there, she can feel the rope. We know she kind of felt it. She started to shape before she had to move her feet. That can start to guide her around here. And that she can start to fit in a tighter and tighter space with more confidence. Good. Now the flag and the shushy sticks weren't kind of enough stimulation. So doing the stick and the string, you can really touch their butt with a little more oomph. And I'm just gonna build this up to a little firmer, and a little firmer. Till we have some effort, okay? And I think of that as vroom, 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 rev the engine. You gotta build it up, okay? Till they can start to understand it less as pressure and more as a signal. Good. Now, the only reason I'm over here taking a hold to kind of get is so she doesn't run into you guys in the camera inside the round pen. Okay, it's the only reason. Otherwise, I would just allow her to drift around the outside edge of the round pen and have more time there. Okay, but to keep you in where you guys can see a little better some of the things, we're kind of adjusting to fit here. Good job. So cluck, cluck, and then here comes the stick. So there's kind of a good deal and then a less good deal. Now you can see that we have a pattern of the horse being comfortable with me in this spot. And so to offer her that comfort, I'm just saying, yeah, that's fine. So then again, I've asked permission. I kind of, can I squeeze through there? Hi, baby. Okay. To come and rub on this side, because wouldn't it be nice if she started being able to also draw over here? So we're just spending time being in close. We've been doing things like standing where I lean against her and let my body be really close. My side is touching her side. Little things like patting on there gently, okay? And then rubbing just so she kind of gets exposed to it and doesn't think it has to mean a whole lot of extra. Good. There's nice lick and chew. So now, I'm just gonna guide her out and around, set up. The left was a little harder there. I'm gonna try to set it up where I might have that start a little bit sooner over here so we don't run into you guys and have that. Now, technically, for those of you who are really observant, we didn't have the hind leg. We were cross-firing. Okay, and so it's not really a canter yet. It's effort there, and you can see a little head toss. Don't tell me a canter. Okay. We had the hind leg, it swapped and then hopped back underneath. And that's just telling me of the progress that we're getting. Okay, so here come, okay, I'm in my spot. That's kind of what she's saying there. Good. Yeah. So we're going to wait and set up over here. I'm getting out of the way while I also step into position to be able to drive her forward and give her lots of room of somewhere to go at the canter. We don't want to get sucked into the habit of chasing horses forward. So when I move over here and drive, it's to open all that space. Good, you're doing just fine. And we'll just keep setting this up till it's a little easier and that we see less and less of the fuss with the head. Good. Come on around again. Much better. Okay? And we're just trying to build that in little blips so that we don't feel overly pressured, but we do got to get where walk, trot, canter, and circle is a lot easier. Again, when we have the whole round pen and I'm not being protective of you guys with the camera, we can allow a lot more space and build up to not just getting the canter, but starting to hold it. Okay? We're just giving you the picture of that little bit that we're working on and building on. But the big things to know is, again, we're able to get in here so much closer and rub and do some nice things. Hey, that was thoughtful. Okay. So we've done our mounting, done our canter. Now we're gonna do our lay down. So let's just scooch out here. Come on. Come on. All right. What we're gonna do is this is a 22-foot long rope. Has one of our rope snaps, rope connectors on the end. This over. What we're going to do is we'll put this rope, kind of come close where you can see. Okay. That's it. So now this can just go easy. Can go right around there. And that's something I can get undone once it's on there. Okay. And then we can use this to pick up the foot. Okay. And we're going to tie the foot up here to then help as she goes. Doesn't feel like she can go. And as you rock the weight back, she starts kind of finding her way to lay down. Okay. We're going to get this bit around twice. That disperses the pull on the back and makes two. In progression, I can kind of hold the foot up with a little bit of the friction of this around there. Okay. And then I'll take this and we tie a clove hitch around this foot. Now, this is something for professionals. Not encouraging everyone to go home and go do this with their horse. This is something, again, I'll use on a rare occasion for a horse that really can be bothered to help them. There's lots of other ways to teach horses to lay down. This is not about teaching her to lie down. This is about putting her in a tight bind where laying down and turning loose is the answer, and then nothing happens to the horse. We're not doing anything to her. It's really important that we get that. Okay. All right, you guys are going to step back. What we're going to do from here is try to invite her to kind of rein back. They kind of get to the bow position, and then if we just kind of are patient wait, she kind of can roll over to her side. And in the first 2 days of doing that, she kind of had to jump around a little bit on her own and feel stuck, and I mostly just gave her space. And she then kind of was like, oh, I'm stuck, and lay down on her own. Okay, and then she hopped up and did that process a couple of times. And then I mostly just stayed out of her way while she kind of felt that out. And then we were able to get to this position here where I can use this to kind of push her back, okay? And then I'm gonna use this hand here. I can draw on that to kind of rock, see how I can rock her weight back? There we go. Wow. Wow. Good girl. Okay. Well, that went that much faster than yesterday. So yesterday when we did it, she had to lay down. It was kind of once over here and then once over there. And it took a few tries to kind of get this going. Now, what we're going to build is, let you guys slide this way. What we're looking at is, yesterday she rolled to that hip. Today she kind of chose to go this way. I'm not really trying to pick a way for her. But what we want to look at from here is, can I start to invite her to come flat? And I'm just going to kind of look about rocking her weight here. You saw how I did the same thing to draw her back. I can use this rope a little bit to just kind of try to invite her versus pull her down. Okay? And if she needs to get up and do it again, that's fine. I can use the mane a little bit to just try to get her to feel me and start to understand the invitation about lay flat. And if she wants to get up, she can get up. That's fine. It'll be a little hard for her to get up with that foot. That's just part of the deal. Okay? But she can get herself up. Okay. Not sure if you can hear it over the microphone. She's trying to figure out how to relax and let go. Yep, if you want to get up, that's fine. Not trying to hold her down. There we go. She's just trying to find the balance of how can she get comfortable. She hasn't laid down on this side. She's been flopping to the other side. So that can make it a little bit different. And I'm just giving her time and trying to use my feel to encourage her to lay out. It's fine. Okay. So I cluck to just kind of go, hey, it's okay. You can get up. Hi, I see you. You did great. And what this sets us up for is a chance to kind of lay down again. And if she sits on the other hip, I saw you were great. I thought you were great. I thought you were great. And if that's more comfortable and then she sees me in the left eye, which we know she naturally is more comfortable with, then that's maybe what she needs. So again, I'm just kind of trying to rock her weight. Now this time I'm going to push her over there. It's all right. Again, we're not trying to force it. But if she rolls onto that hip when she comes down, I thought you were fine. You did great. Yep. I know, you did great. I'm going to lean into her a little bit. See if I can't hip check her over there. I know you don't like that, but you don't understand. I'm just trying to help you. I know, you're fine. There you go. So her mind, look, gets the idea. And we got to give her a chance to do some reps here. I know. Take your time, child. Take your time. You're doing just fine. There we go. Again, just trying to help brace so she can find her way to balance herself and settle onto this side. Okay. Good girl. So, hope you can see, we're not trying to force her down. We're not trying to make her get down. Trying to have it be easy. We can kind of release her down there. And then spend time with her so she can kind of learn to wear the human on her, around her, and not feel like she has to defend herself. To me, that's what kind of her starting to turn loose would mean. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. See if we can't invite her. There's a little nose neck. Good girl. There you are. Good girl. Good girl. You're a good girl. Who's a girl? Yeah, I got you. You're all right. You're all right, child. You're all right, child. You're all right, child. Okay. So now every day we've only done one rep of this part. It's taken a few reps of like the down up, like what you saw, to kind of find ourselves to a space to kind of get comfortable enough to come here. And I'm not trying to hold her long here. So what we're gonna do, I wanna spend time kind of rubbing. You hear me kind of just tuck sweet nothings in her ear and touch her nice, but I wanna undo her foot so that way she's free to get up if she wants. And not have this in the way. By keeping it tied each time she went, it kind of made it quicker that we could get back to down so that this was the comfort. Okay, I want this to be safe and comfortable. It was pretty simple to just feed that slack back through this little loop. There. Okay, that's all free. And then I just kind of stay for a while. Depending on what our background and experience around horse stuff and, you know, whatever you want to call them, troubled horses, problem horses, difficult horses, whatever. It's just a horse to me that needs some support and help to feel better about the deal. Might have been the first time we ever saw a horse laid down was the Horse Whisperer movie. There's some clinicians out there that'll lay horses down to help them like this. Okay, and again, there's lots of different ways and reasons people lay horses down. I've only had a handful that I've really done to really help them versus prove I can train a horse to lay down too. Not really the part of my regular repertoire of things that we need. But when we can, for me, when I really heard an effective story that meant something to me was hearing the story about Ray Hunt getting help from Tom Dorrance with Hondo, was the name of the horse that kind of brought him to get help. And what I was told, the story I was told, is that that's kind of how they helped that horse. Hey girl, hey baby, there you go. Is they would just lay him down, lay him down, lay him down till he kind of turned loose and got settled. And then that was kind of the cue that, okay, we can ride him. And that just kind of became the routine every day. Ray would lay that horse down. Horse would kind of get settled and take a deep breath, and then he knew, okay, I can get on and ride him. I got a lot of respect for those guys and their horsemanship and what they've taught the masses. Helped a lot of people, a lot of horses. We kind of go, all right. Well, if that's the mindset and that's a way we can teach a horse to yield and turn loose and feel good about humans, then it might be something I can use. Again, I will remind you, I'm not encouraging you to go out and try to tie your horse's leg up and lay him down. You need to have a professional. If that's a thing you want to learn, laying your horse down, okay, or if they are bothered and need help, get somebody you trust that can help. Make sure it stays safe and a good deal for you and the horse. Okay, so what we're going to do from here is I'm just going to come on the other side where the horse has room to kind of choose to get up or not. This. If you can't hear it through the mic, that's the sounds that she's kind of still making. And there'll kind of maybe come a day where I'll not just get her down, but stay down here till she kind of really lets go. The first day after we did this and I put her back in her pen, she yawned, laid down and rolled in her pen, and then got up and peed. It was like all the releases at, one time. And so it was pretty cool to see her settle in after that. Now there's some kind of flies around. It's a warmer day in the sun, so we're not trying to hold her down and make her be uncomfortable with any of that. But there's a time where you could just stay here and rub them till they kind of choose to get up. I'm going to get out of the way, and that kind of encourages her that she can get up. So you can see me take the stuff off her and put her up. That'll be the end of the video. But this is kind of where we've gone with our process to help this horse be able to trust more, relax more, turn loose more, yield more. And again, the owner is really excited seeing the progress of what we've done. She was here yesterday. So hope you guys are enjoying this process. Hey, BB. The first day when I did this and came over here, she looked around and then just laid back flat out and just stayed there. Ugh. Good girl. You were great. this on the fence here. I know, we're going back in there. Okay. You can see she kind of gets excited, this little spot. So we've just kind of done this. Like, that's really nice for her to kind of offer to come to me and then go, okay, I can walk in there. That was really thoughtful of her. Hi. Good job. Yeah. And we've just been working on, when we put this off, that it's like putting it back on. No, but you can relax and then we'll do it soft. There. So we make sure we condition her to things with relaxation. So I'm pushing, this hand is pushing down on that rope. There. But see, she kind of knows the thing. So it's like, no, we're not rushing over there to your little buddy. There. Not so bad. All right. Another successful session. Hope you guys are enjoying following our progress and getting to see all the different ways that we're helping this horse. And if you're not subscribed, please do, so you can continue following along with the progress. Plus, we got lots of other educational videos and things. If you want the juicy stuff, that's over on Patreon. And again, we're excited to be sharing this process and part of what we do here at Pear Tree Ranch. All right, I'm Jake, this is Remy, and we'll see you next time.